I'm more concerned about people that have registered and their ability to join the meeting, because that's what is most important to me. Somebody's telling me that he's not able to, join so far. So anyway, Carl, I will appreciate maybe if there's any solution we can, if we can have an intermediate meeting before next week that class is going to start. That would
Be nice.
maybe, yeah, that might help. That might
Yeah,
help us. All right.
I think so.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. We've done introduction. So we are doing Zoom. Just want to let you know the features that we have in Zoom. One of them is chatting. Um, you also have option to raise hands and ask questions. I think it should be on your screen there. Um, looks like someone else joined us. She's still hanging. Oh, okay. I don't know if anybody has seen the option of raising hands on your screen. If you have, you let me know.
I think I have.
Can you raise your hands, please?
I can see thumbs up. I wouldn't know.
Let me see what you're doing. I think you are still on chat. Yeah, I just want to let you know that I've just already hit the record button. I've started recording this conversation, and you are going to understand that every class is going to be recorded, so that if someone is not able to attend the class today, they are going to see, okay, Onyi, I can see your hands. Who else has seen raising of hands? If you have seen raising of hands, you can raise your hands and I will see, so that we understand we've seen that feature and we can use it whenever we can. So much because whenever you raise your hands, I will see from my end and I will recognize you if you need to do audio question or something else. Or when I ask questions for people to raise hands, you're expected to do that. Mary, I'm sure you are also taking notes. You might ask people to raise hands when you are teaching, they will raise hands. So that is so important. Everybody has understood chatting. So I was saying that every class is going to be recorded, so that in case you missed the class for today, you can watch the video tomorrow or next. Every video is going to be deleted on Friday morning. Is already set up that way, so that any student or participant who didn't watch the video for the week's class and possibly do their assignments, that is an absent for that person. But if the person is able to do that tomorrow or next, the person is going to be counted as being present in the class and will not forfeit that point. So that is why our classes are going to be recorded. So whatever we do, and also for future use. Just to let us know. All right, Carl, I can see your hands. Mary, I've not seen your hands, and Dr. Ekente, I've not seen your hands. If you have seen the hand raising, you can raise your hands. Okay. Next is the recording of the video. Like I said, we will be recording the video, and every other person except Mary and me will not be on video. You are not supposed to see the video of any other person but me and Mary, who are the co-hosts. So assignments are going to be pretty much done will be given here, but submissions will be most of the time assignments will be given here and also through email, and you are also going to be submitting your assignment through email. I'm going to be working with Carl to test the other features of uploading, allowing you participants to upload documents and see how that works. We have that feature here. I can upload documents for you to see and also download from here. And when you do, you can use it. There's an option for you to also upload documents, but we're going to be working to know how that works. If when you upload documents, how we receive it, if other people will receive it or not. So that's another feature we're going to be working on. But right now, assignments are going to be done through email. Off and on, we are going to be doing polls, quizzes, and surveys. There is an option for polls. Mary, you and I might, I think you might need to take some time and go through some of the features because you have that authorization from your end. Carl, you will also have the authorization from your end, so much that while possibly I'm talking, I might have agreed with Carl that we're going to do this post so time. So while I'm teaching, or Mary is teaching, Carl will be at the background to prepare the poll, and then we'll send across whenever it is being needed. So we also have that feature with Zoom. And then we have survey. We can also do survey while the class is going on. We can do quizzes. So quizzes will go with raising of hands or chatting, like typing answers whenever it is required. But I bet you all of us are really going to be learning as we go on into this whole thing. You find out that at the end of the day, except when necessarily needed, you might not be needing your voice as much because you'll be using more of your hands, to do the what is required of you. There are other features I'm not going to be able to say now because I'm still trying to understand a lot of them. But from all I'm seeing that we have a lot of features that will enable the class to run smoothly, except for the issue of network, depending on where someone is at a particular time. So one of the things that you will do to help yourself is to try to be at a spot that has a better network. I don't know, I'm seeing my video that kind of glaring because of the background I am. I don't know if it's how you're seeing my video or is it very clear? If your video is very clear from my, if my video is very clear from your side, please let me know. You can say yeah or raise your hands or something. From my side, it's giving a kind of glittering, blurry image on my face. The reason is because I'm using a background that I put by myself. If you see behind me, and I don't know why it went behind the screen that is behind me, so it was kind of sent behind. The background that you see is supposed to be just behind me. So next time I'm going to change position to know how it's going to look. So it's supposed to be the online certificate class, of course, that's what it should be showing. But from my experience with this, it's kind of affecting my face. So I've not understood how to change that. All right, so your instructors, Dr. Ima Sonye and Mary Edward, we have introduced ourselves, and so far we will be working together to see how much of our knowledge that we are going to be pouring out to you people, and believing that God helping us at the end of this episode, we are really going to be grateful we participated in this. Just to let you know, between Mary and I, we are not bound to any method in our teaching, both of us, like some of you have experienced, I mean, I think everybody I have here now must have experienced teaching. So we are going to be having possible unique styles in the way we teach. So do not expect, because I taught you today, Mary comes tomorrow, you expect her to follow my method in teaching. So she has the liberty of her own unique style. But then while she's doing that, the goal of the that day's class is supposed to be the same with every other class. So while we're working with our own unique styles, we have same goal, and that goal is to impart knowledge and the right knowledge to all of us, while we also learn while we're doing our job. Okay, so we have the course syllabus here. The course syllabus, let me try to share the screen of the course syllabus with us. Okay. Are you seeing the course syllabus? Let me know if you are. Share course syllabus. Syllabus. All right. If you are seeing the course syllabus, raise your hand, please. Okay. Carl is in the course syllabus. All right, Onyi has seen the course syllabus. Mary, are you still with us? Have you seen the course syllabus? Oh, why can't you raise hands from your side? You've not seen the raising of hands. Okay. So we can use either way. We can use raising of hands or say yes. So from the indication, looks like everyone is seeing the course syllabus. Okay. So I think I'm the only one who can scroll. I would like to. We're not going to be discussing everything that is on the course syllabus here, because you're going to get it as a document, and you'll go through it by yourself. But a few things I'm going to touch is to let you know that this course is a 2-semester course for those who registered to take the course, and to earn a certificate out of it. It's going to be 2-semester course, and we have two 3-credit loads courses plus the fieldwork stroke practicum, which has 3-credit loads. Two 2-credit loads and one 3-credit load, which makes it um, uh, 3, and then the 3-credit load is the field work. You are expected to prepare yourself and get into the class as early as you can. You are expected to do your homework when it is being given without anybody chasing you around to do it. I'm sure one of the people that are trying to join is trying to reach me. They're calling and calling. Please hold on, let me. I don't know why they. I don't even know how to send a message. Okay. This is how the marks or the points are going to go. Participation and contribution to class discussion is 40%. Homework and assignment 15%, and midterm exam 20%, and final exam 25%. It is just to let you know that participation is very important, and participation includes watching of the video after the class, like the video is recording right now. For those who also have little who have challenge with their network, I think you might not need to download the video. It's also logging into the Zoom to get the video, because it might be difficult downloading the video. Right. Every other thing about how we should behave, I mean, that is something we should know. Respect one another and all that. So let's look at the course schedule itself. The today 14 is the tutorial, which is what we're doing right now. Hold on. I'm really getting distracted by people who are trying to join. I'm so sorry about that. What email is incorrect? All right, so the course is going to start next week, and Mary is starting off the class by next week. So she is getting ready and to take you on from next week. And so if you look at the course syllabus, you find out we're meeting every Tuesday, 21st, 28th. Hold on. What is 29th? Okay. Mary, looks like oh, I got you now. All right. So I think I'm going to be touching the dates a little bit to correspond to what I had in mind. I didn't see the 29th and the 4th. Yeah, 4th and 11th is okay. Yeah. Hold on, let me answer this person, please.
And as Dr. Sonia is trying to respond to people who are still trying to log into the class, I believe after the session, maybe tomorrow, Dr. Sonia will email us the course outline and possibly the materials we'll be using for the next class. And as one of the things we have prepared to do in this class is to read before we come, because we don't want it to be like a lecture where you just listen, because we all want to learn something. So if you could make notes, jot down your questions.
Yeah.
Probably the presentation for next week might not answer the question you have in mind. you are free to jot down those questions. You could actually send the questions to us before the class, something you think you want to be answered, especially for the classes I am teaching. Or you can ask your question in class. And we are sure that knowledge doesn't reside in the head of one person. That's why we are two co-hosting this class. We are sure we have your questions well answered. So that's one thing I want to put across for, especially for classes I'll be taking, that if you can do us, all of us, a favor by reading ahead of the class. So it will be a discussion. We will all discuss and bring our points together and share ideas. So we will just be raising the points and discussing them together. I must confess, it's interesting with sign language linguistics, everything about it.
It is.
You will learn a lot of things, the history of deaf education.
Yeah.
Some of them will blow your mind. Some of them will make you angry. Some of them will make you want to do more. So the need to read before coming is also essential to understanding the session. So it wouldn't be like myself and Dr. Sonye bombarding you with information and you'll be like, what are they talking about? So just for you to be part of the class, be part of the session. And it's very exciting, the things we are going to learn together, the things we are going to discuss together, the things we are going to be exposed to together. It's very practical, and most of them will require you having some hand-on to do something just before coming to class. It's just to help us all to share knowledge on African Sign Language. And the truth is, we cannot hide our sign language and project other people's sign languages. And the fact that linguists, non-linguists, even sign language or linguistics, it's not even taught to deaf people in Africa, with the exception of Ethiopia, that has a program for linguistics for deaf people. Most African countries, maybe Ethiopia and South Africa. So there is the need for us to get information across. And until you know, you cannot give what you don't know. Yes, Onye, it will be very interesting, I promise you. And that's why you need to be involved yourself, because it shouldn't be Mary and Dr. Sonye every day. It should be probably, for my classes, there will be times that I will give like presentation assignment that you will read the reading materials and present on it, so that you will be in the class. It will be like, I did this myself, I read it myself, I presented it myself, and you'll be able to share the knowledge to someone as somebody with first-hand information. So that's something I want to bring across. As Dr. Asonia said in the beginning of the class, I have another session at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 o'clock UK time. So I might have to leave early, but I just want to whet your appetite. It's really gonna be good. So if you have friends who are interested in something good, let them hook on to the class. Just inform them of this session, because we are not just going to listen, we are all going to learn and share together. That when we go outside and we talk to people about sign language linguistics, about deaf history, about sign language interpretation, we are talking like people with experience, people who have been involved in teaching, not just learning. So that's just what I want to say.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much for chipping in those expressions, and I appreciate you. I know you may be leaving anytime soon, so you are free to, log out whenever you are ready to go. So I'm still dealing with people that are trying to join. I think about 2 people are trying, one from Gabon and one from Nigeria. So please call. I just beg of you. There's a lot of work for us to do, and see how we can accommodate everybody if it's something we can do from our own side. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, we will improvise no matter whatever happens. We will improvise at the end of the day. Thank you, Mary. All right. So, like she said, I'm going to be sharing with us the reading and also she why she prepares her own class for starting from next week. And I'm going to share with us the course syllabus I, when I finish the little adjustment I see that needs to be done here. So far so good. I'm scrolling through the course syllabus. You can imagine that is almost 1 hour gone already. We're going to be spending 2 hours here every Tuesday that we'll gather and for the class. So you can imagine how time flies. Um, so I'm at the end of the course syllabus where we have the exam and we have the project field work, and which is both of which are very compulsory or mandatory for everyone also that are participating in this class for certification. For those that are participating for as team members, making this to happen, you might do yourself a great deal of good by participating in the assignments or whatever that the class is doing to make sure that you are following. But it is optional for you, okay? But for all those that registered for this class for certification, you are not going to earn your certificate if you are found wanting in one area of assignment or the other. So it is an important aspect of the whole class. So far, I don't know if um, anybody has a question on the course syllabus itself. Can you I went back to the presentation page to get onto the next thing, which is question and answer. So that's where we are right now. Does anyone have a question on the course level or course levels or generally? Please, um, let's ask our questions. You can unmute your audio for you to ask your question briskly. If you raise your hand, I will give you the floor. Hello, Rebecca, are you here? I'm seeing someone, but I don't know why she cannot. Looks like she's just hanging there. Oh. All right, please.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I missed something, but I was disconnected and I had to reconnect back.
Oh,
Was that a question on ground?
yes. Um, sorry about that. We're saying this time for question and answer. If there's anything that you didn't get right, you can ask question about that. I don't know where you missed out. Did you hear Mary?
Yes, I had made it clearly. I think it was immediately after she spoke. As soon
Okay.
as she left, my word disconnected. Yes.
Okay. I didn't say much other than pointing out an aspect that she touched, which was the issue of sharing the reading materials before the class and also sharing the course levels after today. And I also touched on um, the need for us to take attendance and assignment seriously, especially for those who are earning certificate out of this class. That is something that one should take very seriously. So I think that's an area I touched after she talked. Dr. Gent, are you still here? Okay, I see that we're still 5 participants. Anybody? Any other question from anybody? All right. Okay. So let me ask us. I mean, from so far so good, what we have seen this platform do we think is the right platform, or is a good platform to use, or do we think there could be an alternative, or what can we do better so far for the platform to work for everyone? It's a question that you might want to speak out, or you type if you want. Oh, I pity this lady that is trying to join. She keeps coming up. She's unable to join, but she's online. Oh, Dr. Gent, it looks like I unmuted your audio. Was it yours?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to unmute the other lady's audio, and it's not really coming up. Any question? We are supposed to be closing for the day.
Okay, to me, I think Zoom is the best platform for now, except the network hitches and challenges from we here in Nigeria. I hope it's going to serve every other person better. From my own end, I think it's very clear. So I hope every other person's own in Nigeria here, and maybe some other countries will still be the same. But I think it's very cool. At least we can see everybody. We can see the chats as they come. And this platform is quite commendable. I think we could go with this.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, the issue of network disruption is something that can happen in any service or platform that one is using. Skype is not even based, it's not even better. Even ordinary phone calls, you can have network issues. But the other features that we have here, I think they are the things that one is proud of, that we have some of these features to go by this class. And I believe that it's something we can do together. I'm really, really frustrated by this person that is trying to join that I cannot. All right. So any suggestion? Any suggestion? Dr. Genti, do you have any idea, any view as we try to round off? Carl, also please, do you have anything that you wish to say about this this whole thing, the class in general, the tech, from your own side?
Okay, I think I will say thank you to everyone who showed up in class today, and I also apologize to those who couldn't join the class because of network issues. For me, I'm going to try to fidget with Zoom in the course of the week because I have not used it before. So I'm used to Electra, which is also an online classroom platform, but I didn't know Zoom is this cool.
Yeah, it's
So
cool.
I will try to work around it in the course of the week and probably seek advice as and when I need to before the next session. So I will advise if all of us can probably invite one of our friends to Zoom and maybe try a Zoom call, video chat or something as we find our way around it.
Thank you, Mary. And because of that, she said, each person, I made it that whosoever will be in this class will create a Zoom account. So you have a what is called basic Zoom account. You can have a Zoom call with anybody that has Zoom, but you cannot host a meeting like this unless you upgrade your status with Zoom or something like that. So you are free to test your Zoom around with someone and see how network works with you. But I know it's kind of a little bit different when it is a meeting like this and looking by the whole distance. But anyway, it's a cloud communication. So I know that Africa will rise in tech. Thank you, Mary. And thank you for hanging around till this time, though.
Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. See you all next
Bye-bye.
week.
Say hi to them all.
I will.
Carl, anything to say to us from your experience of
Well, nothing for now, but I just hope that everything goes on well. In the worst case scenario, we can watch the recorded sessions, and those ones would hopefully would not have the same issues as the live sessions because it's being stored online.
Okay.
So hopefully everything goes on well.
All right. Thank you. That's against it. I'm concerned about those students of yours. How are you going to ensure that they are going to be in class, those that have registered so far? Because this is important. I mean, at least if not presently in class, be able to get their videos to watch in the next 2 days. So the video will automatically delete. That is how it is being sent. Do you have any suggestions or insights? We already spent 1 hour, so we are winding down.
I hope to, brief them about the Zoom thing and how it works. And then I think they'll be able to. Now, some of these students are more conversant with this technology than us. So, and I feel they'll catch up.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so far once again for the efforts you're making to carry along your students. Your university is coming up in the spotlight to catch the fire. So I'm glad about that, and I'm glad that you are there to lead the fire.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. So it's really nice having to meet you, and we are doing this. Just like I said when Mary introduced herself, that's how we met, and it just started. We didn't know that we were still going to be doing this academic work together till today. It is so exciting to have a collaborator in academic field, especially this unique one that is involving projects and everything. So I really I'm inspired by your determination to really catch up the fire, and I pray that we have the relationship that we are
Thank
seeking
you.
with the university. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead to end the meeting. You can see we are closing. And so you're gonna get further information about everything after today as they are gonna come. And I pray that we continue to check our emails and everything, and so that we are not left out of any information. So far, so good. We've done well today, and I say, God bless you all. Bye bye.